I really think Coach Carroll does the best of any coach in sports right now of creating the atmosphere at practice for a championship opportunity, talking and verbalizing championship opportunities so that when you actually are in a championship opportunity, it just feels normal.
Touchdown, Seahawks! Your Seahawks, Super Bowl 48 champions!
At first, it was hard for us as a team to kind of grasp that message that it is the Super Bowl and this is gonna be easy because we've prepared the entire season for 17 weeks. Then you add a few more weeks for preseason and training camp. We prepared for, 25 to 30 weeks for this moment, for this championship moment. And every time we prepared, we were in our own championship moment, we laughed at it and it was just like, come on, let's just get on the plane. It's time to go. It was special. Obviously to bring the first championship here to Seattle, we actually actively talked about that in the locker room. Amongst the players in the locker room, like, man, how cool is it going to be, obviously, to be able to come back here, even 20 years after you're done, to be the first Super Bowl championship winning team in this city. So, yeah, it was pretty special, and I think it was something that everybody in the locker room, we all kind of knew that it was going to be special. We knew we had a special team, and we knew we were going to win the game. Like, we knew it after watching one or 2 days worth of film. We knew the game was going to be ours. The fact that the 12s filled that stadium, when we ran out to hear all the 12s erupt, I thought we were back at Sea Lake. I thought we were back here in Seattle. To know that we travel like that, I'm never going to forget the fan base here in Seattle. That's why I work for NFL Network and love coming back during training camp because it's truly a special place. It's not by mistake that you go out and you trade and you do whatever you can to bring in beast mode. When we got beast mode in 2010, our entire team changed. And I think he came in after week 6 or something like that. But the entire team changed, not just offensively, not just the team here on the football field. The entire city changed with that. When Sean Alexander had his MVP season, come on. The entire city embraced that. Pete loves to run the football. You set up everything off of running the football a few years back. And I think we were down by a few touchdowns. We came in at halftime, and I was expecting Pete and the offensive staff to say, hey, guys, sorry fullback, sorry second tight end. We're going to throw the ball a little bit the second half, but it was the total opposite. We were down by a few touchdowns, and they came in and said, we're going to get into our 22 personnel, which is 2 tight ends, 2 running backs. We're going to get into 21. We're going to get into our Tiger, which is 2 tight ends. And we're just going to run the ball at them and see if they can stop the best running back in the league. When Pete said that, the entire locker room erupted. Defense, too. Because the defense understands that if we can hold on to the ball, they get rest. The defense understands that if we can beat the other team up, you put the other offense in a throw-the-ball situation where our defensive backs can eat and our front 7 can eat. So Pete understands complementary football. He went to the school of Belichick a little bit, so he understands that, and running the football is vital to your success in the National Football League. All you want from people is to be the same person every single day. That way you know how to engage them. Beast mode is always his authentic self, and no matter who's in the room, you can be worth $3 billion, he's going to be himself. You can be worth $3, he's going to be himself. When I first met him, at first you hear all of these things about him and all of those types of things, but when I first met him, put his hand out, shook my hand, I was ready to introduce myself. He said, I know exactly who you are. He said my full name. He talked about what college I went to. He said he remembered watching me when I was in college. You're sitting there looking at him and you're like, I didn't even know you paid attention to everybody, to other athletes and all of those types of things. But he's one of the most down-to-earth people you're gonna ever meet. One of my best friends still to this day, and I met him in this building, in the VMAC, for the first time. And I wouldn't have wanted to block for another running back than Marshawn Lynch. He had made my job easy because oftentimes people didn't want to tackle him, so they just ran into me.